एक्सटर्नल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ दरवाजाचा थोडा उजेड येते ते दिसत नाही चमकत आहे. एक्सटर्नल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ ह्यूमन हार्ट. Human heart is hollow, muscular and conical organ. Human heart is hollow, muscular and conical organ present in the mediastinum of the body. Then what is the mediastinum? Mediastinum means nothing but the location in the thoracic cavity just behind the sternal plates. The sternum. What is sternum? Sternum is a plate-like structure on the ventral side of the thoracic cage in which the ribs are connected to the skeleton, that is known as sternal plate, which is present at the center of the ventral side in the thoracic cage. And just behind that sternum plate, in the thoracic cage or thoracic cavity, the heart is located. It is present in between the two lobes of lungs. The lobes of lungs are surrounded by the whole structure of the human heart. Externally, the human heart is covered by a double layered membrane which is known as pericardium. The size of the human heart is clenched fist. Means the size of everybody's heart is its own closed fist. Means प्रत्येकाच्या हृदयाचा आकार हा त्याच्या स्वतःच्या बंद मुठी एवढा असतो. The length of the human heart is 12 centimeters and the breadth is 9 centimeters in size. The average weight in the normal adult human being is 250 to 300 grams. That is the average weight. It is mesodermal in origin. Mesodermal in origin means it is derived from the middle layer of the embryo, which is known as mesodermal in origin. The anterior, it is conical in shape. That's why the broad surface of the heart, anterior broad surface of the heart is known as auricle or atria. The anterior half of the heart, which is broad, is known as atria or auricle, while the posterior narrow part of the heart is known as ventricle, and that part means narrow part of the heart, which is known as ventricle, is slightly tilted towards the left side of the body. That portion means narrow portion of the heart, which is known as ventricle, is tilted towards the left side of the heart. म्हणजे तो आपल्या बॉडीच्या डाव्या साईडकडे, खालचा निमुळता भाग जो आहे हा आपल्या बॉडीच्या डाव्या साईडकडे थोडासा त्या ठिकाणी झुकलेला असतो. The outer surface of the body, of the heart is covered by a double layered membrane which is known as pericardium, and that pericardium is made up of from two layers. The outer layer of the pericardium is known as parietal layer, while the inner layer of the pericardium is known as visceral layer. The outer layer, which is known as parietal layer, is made up of from tough inelastic connective tissue cells. And the space present between these two layers, means parietal layer and visceral layer, is known as pericardial space. That pericardial space is filled with a watery fluid, which is known as pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid is nothing but a watery liquid structure present in the pericardial space, and that pericardial space is formed or present in between the parietal layer and visceral layer, which is the external covering of the human heart. The amount of the pericardial fluid in the pericardium is approximately 125 ml. That pericardial fluid, the function of that pericardial fluid is to prevent the friction of heart and thoracic ribs. It avoids or it prevents the friction between these two structures, and means it acts as shock absorber. The role of pericardial fluid is it acts as shock absorber, means it protects the pericardium from puncture by avoiding the friction between the pericardium and the thoracic ribs in the thoracic cage. Inside the pericardium, a muscular tissue is present, means the wall of the heart is present, and that wall of the heart is also made up of from three layers, from outside to inside. These layers are arranged as epicardium, myocardium, and endocardium. Epicardium, the outermost layer in the wall of heart, is made up of from a single layer of cells. Single layer of flat epithelial cells, which are known as mesothelium. The middle, that is the middle layer of the heart wall, which is known as myocardium. It is made up of from cardiac muscles, and that cardiac muscles plays an important role during the time of systole and diastole of the heart. Systole means the phase of contraction of heart. Diastole means the relaxation phase of the heart. The contraction and relaxation of the hearts are conducted or regulated with the help of that cardiac muscles, which are present in the middle layer of the wall of heart. And that rhythmic contraction and relaxation movements of the heart is known as peristalsis or peristaltic movements. The innermost layer in the wall of the heart is known as endocardium, which is also made up of from a single layer of flat epithelial cells. And these single layer of flat epithelial cells by which the endocardium is made is known as endothelium. Means from outside to inside. The three layers which are present in the wall of the heart are epicardium, myocardium, and endocardium. With the help of these three layers, the wall of heart is made. The outer surface, means the externalmost layer or outermost layer of the cardiac wall or the heart wall, is present towards the inner wall of the pericardium, which is known as visceral layer. And the pericardium parietal layer is present, means it is the externalmost layer in the structure of heart. Next, internally, the human heart is divided into 4 chambers. These are known as anterior 2 chambers are known as auricles, posterior 2 chambers are known as ventricles. Anterior half of the heart, which is known as atria or atrium of the heart, is separated from each other, or it is divided by 2 subchambers with the help of a vertical septum. That vertical septum is known as interauricular septum. With the interauricular septum, the chamber of auricle or atria is divided into 2 subchambers, that is right auricle and the left auricle. Means right and left auricles are separated from each other with the help of a vertical septum, which is known as interauricular septum. Just like auricles, the chamber of ventricle is also divided into 2 subchambers with the help of a vertical septum. And that vertical septum is known as interventricular septum. With the help of that interventricular septum, which is present in the ventricular chamber, the ventricle is divided into right ventricle and left ventricle. The anterior chamber and posterior chamber, that is auricles and ventricles, are separated from each other with the help of a horizontal septum. And that horizontal septum is known as auriculoventricular septum. Means with the help of the horizontal septum, means auriculoventricular septum, the structure of the heart is divided into anterior half, which is known as auricle, and posterior half, which is known as ventricle. At the auriculoventricular septum, the heart shows a groove-like structure or a sulcus. Means auriculoventricular groove or auriculoventricular sulcus is present in the auriculoventricular wall of the heart, and on the dorsal side, at the center of ventricle, where interventricular septum is touched to the wall of heart, and at that central line, it shows a groove-like structure or a sulcus-like structure, which is known as interventricular groove or interventricular septum. Then what is the role of that interventricular groove or sulcus and auriculoventricular groove or sulcus in the heart? In these grooves, means auriculoventricular groove and interventricular groove or sulcus, it possesses the coronary arteries and coronary veins. That coronary arteries supplies the pure or oxygenated blood to the walls of the heart, means the cardiac muscles which are present in the heart, and the coronary veins are nothing but the coronary veins collects the impure or deoxygenated blood from the cardiac muscles, and that impure blood is released or poured into the right chamber of the atrium with the help of the veins, coronary veins. All the coronary veins reunites to each other and forms a coronary sinus, and with the help of that coronary sinus, the impure blood which is received from the wall of the heart, means the cardiac muscles of the heart, are poured into the right auricular chamber. The coronary arteries supplies the blood, pure blood, to the wall of the heart, means the cardiac muscles of the heart, with the help of coronary arteries. At the same time, the impure blood, which is coming from above the heart, the parts or the organs of the body organs which are present above the heart. It is in particular, it is mainly included by forelimbs, neck, shoulders, and heads. It from these parts, the impure blood which is produced in that parts is received with the help of superior vena cava into the right auricular chamber. At the same time, the impure blood which is coming from the lower parts of the body, it consists abdomen and hind limbs. From the abdomen and hind limbs, the impure blood or deoxygenated blood which is developed is collected with the help of inferior vena cava, and with the inferior vena cava, that impure blood or deoxygenated blood is poured into the right auricular chamber. The inferior vena cava, which opens into the right auricle, means the opening of the inferior vena cava which is present in the right auricle is guarded by, the walls, Eustachian walls. That the name of that wall which is present on the opening of inferior vena cava in the right auricular chamber is known as Eustachian wall. From the right ventricle, impure blood is present or deoxygenated blood is present, and during the time of ventricular contraction or phase of systole, the blood which is present in the right ventricle enters into the pulmonary artery, and it is forwarded towards the lobes of lungs for its purification. Means purification means deoxygenated blood is converted into oxygenated one. And for that conversion, with the help of pulmonary artery, the impure blood from right ventricle is transferred towards the lobes of lungs. At the same time, the pure blood or oxygenated blood which is present in the left ventricle is transferred towards the body with the help of aorta, or it is known as systemic arch. Aorta is also known as systemic arch, and with the help of that aorta or systemic arch, the pure or oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to the different parts of the body, means the demand of the oxygen and food constituents of the cells is completed with the help of the blood which is coming from left ventricle to different parts of the body with the help of aorta or systemic arch.